Hello, how are you? Hello, hello, I love you. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And you know your you sound was beautiful. Can you make your mouth round? Ooh. That, and from now on, for the rest of your lives, when you sing or say that word, you'll know how to say it just beautifully. And can you think of some words that rhyme with blue? How about blue and moon and soon and noon and you? So that way you can teach new vocabulary to a lot. And we'll have this all on a side sheet for you.
Hello! How are you? I am Yu Mimi, and I'm your new friend. Can you say hello, Yu Mimi?
Hello, you, Mimi.
I am very polite, and I always say you before me, and that's why I'm called Yu Mimi. I would never say me and my friends. Ooh, no, no, no. And there's somebody else, another friend, that you should meet. And his name is almost like mine. It is Yo-Yo Ma. Can you say that? Yo-Yo Ma. And guess what? Yo-Yo Ma plays a wonderful instrument. It's a new word for many of you. It is cello.
Cello.
Can you say jello?
Jello.
And then cello.
Cello.
There's a difference. And where is Yo-Yo Ma playing?
At the White House.
The
Many
most
years ago.
famous house in the world. Everybody? The
White House.
And so he was very good. And he's very polite. So his name is Yo-Yo Ma. And my name is You Me. And I'm tired after this. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Woo.
This morning, when I woke up, I was so happy because I was coming to see you. And I jumped out of bed and I stretched. And I looked in the mirror and I saw you doing the same thing. Oh, that this way. That way. So I have to go to school today. Catch me. Very good. Woo. Show me with your eyes how you look when you are scared. Your eyes. Eyes.
Oh, ice.
Eyes. Show me how you look when you feel silly, when somebody really embarrassed you. Oh, yeah. Show me how you look when you are mad, really angry. Oh, through your eyes. Oh, my goodness. Show me how you look when you are friendly. Or your eyes. Oh, that's so much better. Let's just keep it like that. That's wonderful. I will give you a message. And when I'm finished, I will nod my head like this. Shh, 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 shh. Very, very, very good.
Very, very, very good.
Shh, shh, shh. do lots of those because this gets attention immediately of the class, and you bonded emotionally. Now, when I do one tap, everybody, one clap, one tap, one pop, pop, one anything, that is just one line like this. That's all it is. Now, I can get fancy and put a football on the end, and the boys will really like this, and many girls too. And that has a name. Does anyone know what that could be called? It has a name, and it also has a nickname. Okay, raise your hand, answer in a sentence. What do you think that could be?
I think that is called a note.
Give her a hint. She remembered. She heard it and she remembered. We need to learn to do that. So that is a note, but it has a nickname too. It is called ta. And here, can you all say and clap ta? Ta. And when you do that, the word sounds like this. And I have a chart for you that has quite an interesting business. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to just clap and say. Everybody look, clap and say. Get up, sit up tall. Okay. Ta, clap and say. Ta, 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 ta. Let's do it again. And this time let's clap with love. Let's do it so you don't hurt yourself. Do it with love. Ta, ta, nice. Ta, 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 ta. Do you know what you were doing? You were reading music. That's wonderful. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That's really, really good. Now, for older students, this is where the patches go. So we use the word patch. And that is this line right here. It's patch, 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 and then what? Clap, and then snap, 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 and then back to clap. Let's do this again. And when you reach up high, let's see you beside your ears. That's wonderful. Let's go. Here. Ta, 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 ta. Way up. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, 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 ta. You did so well on that. This is a canon, and later on, what you can do, and I'll explain it, is you can sit while you do this, and you can stand while you do this. You're so good, you can actually do this. Let's do just one time. Sit and do this again. Ta, 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 sit. Ta, 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 ta. Do it again. Ta, 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 ta. Very, very, very good. I find a lot of students have difficulty just even standing and just any of this, just following these directions. So now, everybody, hold your ears, please. I'm going to tell you a story, and I want you to use your ears to hear very carefully. Listen very carefully. Peter was a pilot. He flew a jumbo jet. He crashed in Lake Ontario and got his bottom wet. Okay, well, you can take your ears off. Did you all like that story? Yes. Yeah. Then you'll have to talk about different kinds of planes, what a jumbo jet is, where Lake Ontario is. It's between Canada and the United States. And then you can see this chart. And you'll be able to do this very quickly, and you'll be able always, if you can, print a text, because the little ones can learn to read everything. So remember, this is the top. can you people maybe patch? And because you're older grade 3s, we can patch and say the words at the same time. And when you get to this little worm, we did a shh. Just do a shh. Everybody. All right. And so let's go. And you can do just the notes alone somewhere else on a sheet of paper, whatever. Let's read and say it because you're such advanced students. Let's go. Patch and say. Peter was a pilot. He flew a jumbo jet. He crashed in Lake Ontario and got his bottom wet. That was very good. Now, what we've done is a lot of lessons already for you to teach, taking little parts of this. But as you can see, they can learn to read, they can learn to do that part, and so on. And so, what I want to do is to, let's do it one more time softly. Let's pretend you're grandpa with a low voice. Let's go. Patch. And
Peter was a pilot.
baby.
You a jumbo jet.
Mom.
He crashed in Lake Ontario
Any more.
and got his bottom wet.
Because we usually talk just in this one range. But baby and whatever all, you know, it's different. Now,
Can I interrupt?
yes.
Because I could hardly do it. So that shows how much the brain, what's something that seems so simple for me to the patch and change, follow the direction of changing the voice. So
Yes.
you're using like 3 or 4 different.
That's right. And that's why I said dilute this. Or you could just do this. Peter was a pilot. He flew a jumbo jet. He crashed in Lake Ontario and got his bottom wet. See, I did it I had to read the words and do that because I'm short on time too. So let's just do this with the ta. Let's go and patch. Ta, 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 shh. Ta, 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 shh. Ta, 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 shh. Now, if you do that several times, that's a lesson in itself. But I'm trying to help by doing a lot. So,
No, I think it was good. That's my point. What
Yes.
different thinking was all involved just to do that.
very true, and movement. And let me tell you, our children are used to being entertained. They're not used to moving. So when I get to grade 3 and 4 and I say, let's lift your left hand, some cannot do that. And so we can teach notes through movement, and you can instantly see who is having trouble. Instantly. And it's the teachers in the classroom, that when I teach their classes in the classroom, they are amazed.
Well, it's a correlation with reading also. That I observe it, because I do a lot of reading with music, and I notice when they are having trouble with following directions, then I see it also in the reading. There's a pattern there. For
There
some
certainly
reason,
is.
it doesn't make a connection.
Well, my master's was done teaching reading using auditory discrimination. Well, my premise was that music and language is organized sound, so you teach them together. And that was a while ago, and I put my master's on the shelf and left it there because I had 2 objectives for each lesson. But we'll come back to that because that's exactly what it is, exactly. And I got a lovely, lovely email from Lance Clement. And I will mail this to you because it's teaching rhythm to kindergartners. and how that helps.
Yes.
And I remember as a teacher, my children back there, as a teacher, you know what I used to do? I used to teach writing, which we used to teach with the yardstick on the floor. Oh, or I'm not doing this. A, and it took away the tension, and they became very good writers as a result of that. Okay, now, let's just please listen to me for this, and then we're going to cut. Let's do 4 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next 4, clap with anything you like, but you must stop on 4. Anything you want. Quick, slow, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so here we go, and I've got this all set up with this. Okay, ready? This will be the sound for you must do on the beat. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then when you hear this, 1, 2, 3, that's a different sound. So you should be able to play whatever you like with your clap. Okay, let's do it again. 1, count it loud with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now let's change that a little bit and do P clap. Peter was a pilot. 1, 2, 3. He blew a jumbo jet. 1, 2, 3. He crashed in Lake Ontario. 1, 2, 3. And got his bottom rest. 1, 2, 3. Now this leads to many different kinds of learning. Auditory, here and there. Visual, here and there. I'm into awakening perceptions. Because until our children have an awareness and perception, auditory, visual, physical, and emotional. That's why we did that thing, show me how you look with your man. And keep it friendly. That is going to help get the lethargy out of the children and give them a sense of control. Now, do this one more time and do not count. Say the verse again, but just count quick. By the way, I'm sorry, do you know what you call that last part? 1. That is called improvisation. Doing what you want, but you have a boundary. You have to stop. And you discuss what are some of the things you have to do. You have to go to school, you have to eat, you have to sleep. What are some of the things you don't have to do? You don't have to watch TV, you don't have to eat candy, you don't have to say bad words. All those things. See how that works? Let's do it again with the words. Peter. Oh, by the way, how did you know how to start?
Because
You saw me.
yes.
You don't have to yell or say a lot of numbers. Peter was a pilot. We're going to do the improvisation.
You messed up.
I added that at the end. That's okay.
I didn't say.
That's fine. This is, you see, we are so fearful of mistakes. In this country, mistake is considered horrible. No, that's the way we live. That's the way we
Being
learn.
an individual.
But I say to children, when you make 50 million mistakes of the same mistake, that's bad. Okay? And I also say, if I say No, if I say no, that does not mean you're bad. No means don't touch the hot stove. And once that is clear, it's so much easier. Now we're going to do what we must, and then we're going to improvise. Say the word.
Improvise.
Beautiful. You got it all. Ready? And
Peter was a pilot.
one. He flew a jumbo jet. He crashed in Lake Ontario and got his bottom wet. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. I like the way you listen.
I like the way you listen.
And I like the way you smile.
And I like the way you smile.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll take a cut. Oh, by the way, say, use your pencil hand.
Use your pencil hand. Oh, instead of your right hand or your left hand.
Use
because
your
some are
pencil
left-handed. Oh, so
It's
it's
a shortcut. Yes, I'm a classroom teacher.
Oh, that's good. Use your pencil hand.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay,
lefties will use their left and righties
Right.
will use their right.
it cuts out a lot of it. Okay, then. Okay, let's do Peter was a pilot with it and hold him kind of, I think it, Peter, okay. Peter was a pilot. Wow! That was so nice. Don't you think, children, there's a balance there of doing what you have to. Now, can we do this? Can we start here? One. Then you go left to the shoulder. Left. Up to the head. Right to the shoulder. And down. This is a whole new area. And I would start with just clapping that. But you're so clever. We can do this. Okay, let's do it. But play with love. Okay. Peter was a pilot. He flew a jumbo jet. Swish. He crashed in Lake Ontario. And got his bottom wet. Now go the other direction. They're learning right and left, plus many other things.
The opposite.
Peter was a pilot. He flew a jumbo jet. He crashed in Lake Ontario. And got his bottom wet. Cut. Okay. I did magic! And I turned your hands into feet. Oh, yes. Put them up. These are your feet. And we're going to walk on our feet and we're going to put the beat in your feet. Can you say that? Put
the beat in your feet.
And it's going to go left, right, left, right. You are mirroring.
Left,
Right. Now do left, move together, right, together. This is hard. Left, touch, right, touch. This is a song for you. This is a song for me. Listen. This is a song for everybody who wants to be free. And you do this for a long time, and then you change back and you stand and you do it with your feet. And now we're doing it with our feet. Okay, and it's going to be a left. Oh, and take baby steps. And here they have to realize they better not take too big a step or they're in somebody else's yard. They don't want that, or they'll get clobbered. And eventually, it's so nice to see the whole group move. Little feet, and it's going to be left, right, and left, touch. Help me sing. This is a song for you. This is a song for me. This is a song for everybody who wants to be free. You can sit down a minute because here's, and I always show the song. And you'll have a copy of this sent to you. And this is the feet. And we're moving on because we don't want to be too late. And this is interesting because this is part of what you did in the beginning. I may not, oh, here it is. How about that? This is part of what we did at first when we did the patch and the clap. And instead of a snap, do a high five. And then together. And then you show them what it is. Anybody can see. And when you do hand, top and bottom, that means two hands. Let's go. Patch. Say it. Clap. High five. Clap. Say nothing. Patch.
High five.
That's good. I'll sing the song. La 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 la. Stop it. La 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 la. Now we're going to have to stand to do this because we need our feet. And then what you do when you, and your new vocabulary will be verse and chorus. The verse is the feet. The chorus is this. Oops. And so, when you get to the chorus, then you need to find the person closest. Do it. La 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 la. La 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 la. You find the person closest to do that. Okay. Go ahead. And we're starting with a verse. With a verse, with the feet. So we're using feet and hand. Do you realize? Do you realize this is all top? Everything? It's not fancy. And la la, you don't have to think about the words. But we're doing it loud and soft. And when you see these polka dots, children can learn this. When you see the polka dots, it means do it again, do it again. Another word is repeat. Say it. Repeat. And write it on the board. And they can learn very necessary, larger vocabulary that you use all the time. And they'll learn to read it and recognize there's a sign for that. Okay? So it's all about perception. Ready? And this is, no. Yeah. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3. This is your feet first. Left. Okay. This, 2, 3, 4. This is a song for you. This is a song for me. This is a song for everybody who wants to be free. And pat, pat, da, da. La 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 la. Oh, stop again. It's overload. It's tap, clap, out, clap, like in the middle, there's always a clap.
Yeah.
So what we did about 5 lessons in one right now. But we need to do that because we need to do it. Just remember the teachers are at least a year and a half, 2 years beyond where your children are. So, you know. Okay, let's say it first. Out, clap. 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 La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Softer. La 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 la. Clap. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Look this way. This is a song for you. This is a song for me. This is a song for everybody who wants to be free. Find a new neighbor. And la 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 la. La 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 la. Clap. La 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 la. Thank you very much. Yeah, and give yourselves a hand. That was very, very good.